Today on the channel for Last Epoch, we're going to talk about something exceptionally important. It's all about where you go to actually farm the best items available in the game. This game thankfully has quite a few elements that allow you to target farm specific uniques and specific items. It's not entirely clear how you do this initially, so in this video we're going to cover all these different aspects. There's 6 different aspects to this in total. If you do follow all these, it will massively increase the rate at which you get specific uniques that you're actually looking to get for your build. Now, if the video is helpful, please do take the time to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and bear in mind there's a ton more beginner's guide content available on the channel for Last Epoch as well. But let's dive in and let's start breaking all this down. So one of the first things you want to do before starting Last Epoch is you want to go to a website called Last Epoch Tools. You want to most definitely save that. I would say it's probably the best resource for the game. You've got forums on this site, you've got build guides, and on top of that as well you've got an item database. Now I'll bring up an item here so you can actually see it, how it shows within the database and why this is so important and why it's relevant to this video. So we've got a particular item here. In this instance it's the Humming Bee Unique. Now down the bottom of the tooltip for this you can actually see that it will tell you that this is a random drop and it's a common drop, so it can drop anywhere in the game and it should be dropping relatively often when that unique item drops. However, if you want to specifically target farm this for your build, it will tell you which monolith you want to go to that will give you a bonus to swords or daggers dropping, which will mean you're more likely to have one of these to actually drop. Now, if it is a boss specific item, or if it's an item that perhaps drops within a dungeon in the game, then in the bottom of the tooltip will tell you as well. It will tell you if you need to be in empowered, for example. It will tell you the drop rate in the item, it will tell you how rare it is, and it will tell you what percentage you can get within your dungeons for it to actually drop as well. So incredible resource. If you've not already done so, get that saved into your bookmarks now. A moment ago we talked about empowered monoliths. Now these can be used to target farm specific types of uniques, so I'm going to break that down in a bit more detail. Now firstly, in order to unlock the empowered monoliths, you go into your regular monoliths, you work your way to the top of the timeline and you have these free ones here. You've got the Spirits of Fire, you've got the Last Rune and the Age of Winter. They're all level 90 monoliths. Once you complete these, you go to this central island and then from there you'll have the empowered monoliths unlocked. Now let's actually go in and look at an empowered monolith. Once you've unlocked your empowered monoliths, then when you go into a new area you'll be given the option of running a normal or a legendary monolith. Your legendary monoliths are your empowered ones. The enemies are level 100, but you can take these on with a good build at around about level 70 or so. You will have, or you'll start off with a minimum corruption of 100. The higher the corruption, it means that enemies are more dangerous, but it means the rewards are better for yourself. Now each of the specific monoliths will actually have set rewards that can drop from specific unique reward nodes within them. So in this instance, if we're running the Spirits of Fire, we can see it tells us that boots are actually going to drop. So if we go into this one here, so you can actually see it. So you've got all your various different nodes. Now you can see some of the nodes that are actually available on this will specifically give us unique or set boots when we actually complete them. We've got one here and we've got one here as well, so they'll show up fairly often. So if you're target farming for a particular slot, let's say you want a belt for example, then you go into Last Epoch Tools, you found out the empowered timeline that drops belts, and then you go in and you want to work your way through that empowered monolith, and the further out you go the more likely you'll have one of these nodes here that will drop the unique item for you. In previous sections then we've talked about how you can actually target farm specific uniques. However, another way you're likely to get the unique you're looking for is simply to have more of them dropping on a more regular basis. Now there's 2 ways you can actually do this through the blessing system in the game. Blessings are rewarded once you complete a monolith timeline. You'll get a selection of different ones to choose from. Now if we look at this one here, this is actually the first monolith, the Fall of the Outcasts. You can see this offers a 22% increased unique drop rate. There's various different options available within this as well. You can increase your idle drop rate, you can increase your experience, you can increase let's see your glyph drop rate, but the one I would say you want to go for is this one here. This is actually maxed out at the moment, so if you get this, you'll have more uniques dropping, which more likely you're going to get a unique you're hopefully looking for. If not, you'll get a unique for an alt, and then it's going to be a fun experience running a new character. So you've got that, but on top of that as well, quite a lot of the blessings will actively buff your character. However, some of the blessings, what they'll do is they'll give an increase to the drop rate of particular slots. So if we have a look here, this is from the Stolen Lance, and I've got 3 discovered at the moment. So I can increase the drop rate of helmets, I can increase the drop rate of offhand catalysts, I can increase the drop rate of amulet. Now, what's really important with this, I've seen a lot of misconceptions around this, and that people believe that, let's say for example we go for the amulet one, what this means is we'll have more amulets dropping, but we'll have less of the other gear slots dropping. It does not work this way, and the developers have confirmed this. This is additive. So if we went for this one here, for example, what we would be getting is between 15 to 30% extra amulets dropping on top of what we would normally get, and all the existing loot that's dropping, that would stay the same as is. There's not going to be a decrease in that loot dropping on other slots because you have an increase on this slot. So if you put the two of them together, you've got your increased drop rate via the first monolith, and then you've got your various different monoliths that will give you increased drop rate in particular slots, and that can really up the chance of you getting that unique that you're looking for. Finishing up here, we have an example that will work on any non-boss unique. So just to confirm, this will not work if you're looking to get a boss unique. So you have particular runes that can drop in the game. They are very rare, these ones. These are known as a Rune of Ascendance. Now what these will do is they'll change a base item type into a unique of that same item type, and I'll actually use one here so you can see it. So let's say for example we were looking to get a one-handed unique axe, and we had some of these particular runes. So if we click on Ascend here, we'll see, there we go, that's changed into a unique one-handed axe. We'll do it one more time. I've got a few of these runes because I have been playing for quite some time. So in this instance we've got your Primalist body armor, so the base type is body armor. We'll drop in a Rune of Ascendance, and let's see what we get. There we go, we got Unstable Core, which is a mage body armor in that instance there. So it is a bit random, this one, but if you're really struggling to get a particular item and you've got a stack of these, then it's worthwhile going to your vendor and buying the base type that will match the unique you're looking for, again as long as it's not a boss unique, and then trying your luck with this. So that there is all the different ways that you can farm the best loot in Last Epoch. Now if the video has been helpful, please do take the time to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and once again bear in mind there is a ton of guide content on the channel for you to check out as well. But thanks for tuning in for this one, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.